Our next chapter, chapter number 7, lines and angles. Okay. That is his question number, chapter number 7. You have all done in your junior classes that what is an angle, what is a line segment. So I am not giving the definitions of lines, ray, angles, but I am coming to the part that how many types of angles are there. How many types of angles are there? Number 1, types of angles. Number 1, acute angles. Acute angle means if the value of any angle is greater than 0 degree but it is less than 90 degree. Any angle, suppose this is an angle theta. We usually denote angles by theta, alpha, gamma, phi, etc. So you can also give the angle by write down the angle by x degree. So whatever, let theta be the angle. So if the value of theta is greater than 0 degree and less than 90 degree, then this angle is called an acute angle. Instead of writing theta, you can also write x degree, whatever. Okay. X degree means the measurement of the angle is x. If we write the name of the angle like A, B, C, then the value of angle ABC is x degree. Remember, whenever you have to mention an angle, then you have to write down in such a order that the point at which the angle forms. Here in the figure, at point B the angle is forming. So when we write down the name of the angle, we will start from its another two vertices, another two extreme points A, B, C or C, B, A. Angle ABC and angle CBA, you can write it both. This one is also correct. Sorry, CBA. CBA or ABC, both of them are correct. Okay. Next one comes to right angle. Right angles. Right angle means you all know if the measurement of an angle is 90 degree. P, Q, R. If the measurement of the angle is 90 degree, we write it like this. We make a square at the point where the 90 degree angle forms. Okay. So this is 90 degree angle. So if we consider this angle to be x degree again, then for this case, x degree equal to 90 degree. The measurement of the angle x is 90 degree. Now next, obtuse angle. Obtuse angles. If measurement of any angle is greater than 90 degree but less than 180 degree. Look, 180 degree means a straight line, straight angle. If we take a point, then this angle is 180 degree. Look at this figure and this figure. This angle is smaller than this angle. Again, look at this figure and this figure. This angle is greater than this angle. So what will be the measurement of an obtuse angle? If we consider again this one x degree, then for this one, this figure at obtuse angles, this x degree will be greater than 90 degree, but it will be less than 180 degree. Okay. Next one is straight angle or straight line. In a straight line, if we consider a point on it, then this angle is called straight angle. A, B, C, x degree. So number 4 is straight angles. Next one, reflex angle. I am rubbing the first two. All these things are in your book. So we are just going through it. Next is number 5, reflex angle. Reflex angle means, suppose this is a line and your angle is like this. This is your angle. Look at this point, we have two angles. If we consider this one, it will not be a reflex angle. Reflex angle means if the measurement of any angle is greater than 180 degree, 180 degree means if the line goes like this, then this is 180 degree, this portion. But we have added a more portion with the angle. So this whole angle is greater than 180 degree. If we consider this angle to be x, then this angle is greater than 180 degree but less than 360 degree. 360 degree means a complete circle. Okay, complete angle. This is 90 degree, this is 90 degree, this is 90 degree, this is 90 degree. So 90 into 4 gives you a complete angle. So in reflex angle, what is the value? For a reflex angle, the value will be greater than 180 degree but less than 360 degree. Last one, complete angle. Complete angle means a circle where the measurement of the whole angle is 360 degree. If we consider this whole angle, so it will be 360 degree. Okay, that's all. Now come to the next part. Page number 196. Everyone open page number 196. Equal angles. Equal angles. When two angles are said to be equal. When two angles are said to be equal. If the measurement of the angles are equal, equal angles. Suppose we consider an angle A. Okay, and another angle B. Then these two angles will be equal if M of A equal to M of B. Now what does this M mean? M mean measure of angle A and measure of angle B. If they are equal, then you say that measure of angle A and measure of angle B, if they are equal, you can give angle sign over here and here also. Then these two angles, angle A and angle B, they are equal. Example, suppose angle A, it is 30 degree, angle B, it is 30 degree. So their measurements are equal. So these two angles will be equal. Now what is angle bisector? Angle bisector. The term bisector means it divides it into two equal parts. So angle bisector means suppose this is 60 degree. Okay, name the angle PQR. So the angle is formed at point Q. Now through the point Q, if we consider a ray which divides the whole angle PQR into two equal parts, that is 30 degree, 30 degree, and let us name the ray PQR, let it be S. Then this ray QS is called the angle bisector of angle PQR. Bisector means it will divide the whole thing into two equal parts. Just like for a line segment, suppose you have considered a 10 centimeter line segment and you draw a perpendicular bisector. You take more than half. From this end you draw two arcs, from this end you draw two arcs. You join them. So this is the point where the whole line segment is divided into two equal parts. So this is called perpendicular bisector. So similarly here, this is angle bisector. Okay. Now interior of an angle and exterior of an angle. Okay. Interior means, let us rub it. Interior of an angle and exterior of an angle. We consider an angle ABC. This is our angle. Look, when we consider angle ABC and we do not mark it like this, here two angles have formed. If we do not mark it like this, that means here you have two angles. One is this one or this one. So that's why you always have to mark like this, mark an arc like this, so that it will indicate what angle, which portion of the angle we are actually identifying. So here if we consider this angle ABC, that means the inside portion of this angle, then interior of an angle is this portion. Interior of an angle is this portion. Okay. Now what is exterior? If this portion is interior, then the remaining portion that will be exterior. So if we consider another angle PQR, then this is exterior. Okay. So this portion is called exterior. Next. Complementary angles and supplementary angles. Complementary angles and supplementary angles. Complementary angle means if the sum of any two angles is 90 degree. It will be clear with an example. Suppose measure of an angle A, B, C is 60 degree. Okay. If we consider another angle, A, B, D. If we consider another angle ABD, or you can take any other names instead of taking ABD. If you take DEF, then if this angle measures 30 degree, 60 degree, 30 degree, then these two angles, they are called complementary angles. The angle are said to be complementary if their measurement, if the measurement of their sum is 90 degree. Similarly, here if the measurement of two angle is 180 degree, then it will be said supplementary angle. For complementary angle, sum will be 90 degree. For supplementary angle, sum will be 180 degree. Okay. So that's all for the theory portion for the first exercise 7a. Okay. Now everyone open exercise 7a. Everyone open exercise 7a. I am giving you exactly 10 minutes of time to complete it, and after 10 minutes we will be solving if you have any doubt. Exercise 7a. We are starting with question number 2 Roman 1. The question is, find the complement of each of the following angles. Our first angle is 55 degree. Okay. So what will be the answer? Write down therefore the complement of 55 degree is. Now look, the sum of two complementary angles is 90 degree. One of them is 55 degree. So another will be 90 degree minus 55 degree. 90 degree minus 55 degree. That is 35 degree. Done. We are doing question number 2 Roman 4. What is given? Find the complement of 2/3 of a right angle. Now 2/3 of a right angle means 2/3 of means product, right angle means 90 degree. So it will be 2/3 of 90 degree. So 330, that is 60 degree. So 60 degree is the angle whose complementary angles we have to find out. So write down, therefore the complement of 2/3 of a right angle is, so we got the angle 2/3 of a right angle means 60 degree. So sum will be 90 degree. One is 60 degrees, another will be 90 minus 60. 90 degree minus 60 degree equal to 30 degree. Okay. Next question, question number 3, Roman 1. Find the supplement of each of the following angles. First angle is supplement. What is given? 3 Roman 1. The angle is 42 degree. Supplement means sum is 180 degree. So 1 is 42 degree. So another will be 180 minus 42 degree. Therefore the supplement of 42 degree is 180 degree minus 42 degree. What will be the value? 138 degree. Similarly, question number 3 Roman 4. What is given? 3/5 of a right angle. Yes, who is there? Yes. In 3 Roman 4, 3/5 of a right angle. 3/5 of a right angle. 3/5 of a right angle means a right angle is 90 degree. So 3/5 means into 3/5. So calculate it. You will get 18. So 18 into 3, 54. So calculate it fast. 3/5 of a right angle equal to 3/5 into 90 degree 5, 18 into 3, 54 degree. Now in the next step we will write, therefore the supplement of 3/5 of a right angle is equals to 180 degree minus 3/5 of right angle is 54 degree. So 180 degree minus 54 degree. What will be the value? 26. So 126 degree. Clear? Okay. Next one, 4 Roman 1. 4 Roman 1, what is given? Find the measure of an angle which is equal to its complement. Which is equal to its complement. Are you all done with 3 Roman 1 and 3 Roman 4? Anybody still doing? Okay. So in question number 4 Roman 1, what is given? Find the measure of an angle which is equal to its complement. So first of all, let us consider the angle to be x degree. Write down. Let the measure of the angle be x degree. Okay. Therefore, its complement will be 90 degree minus x degree. Okay, keep it as it is because we cannot calculate 90 degree minus x degree because x is unknown. So in the next step, what is given? The angle is equal to its complement. So therefore by the problem, BTP, the angle is equal to its complement 90 minus x. Look, in equation we usually do not write the degree or the units. So that's why we have taken only x and only 90 minus x. So that implies calculate the value of x. X is here x is minus. When it changes the side, it will become plus x equal to 90. That implies 2x equal to 90. That implies x equal to 90 by 2 equal to 45. Sorry, do not write degree over here. So in the next line, you have to write down, therefore, the measure of the angle is 45 degree. Here you write down degree. Okay. Next one, try to solve it by yourself. Equal to its supplement, so same sum. So instead of 90 degree, you have to take 180 degree. Do it fast. Do it fast. In question number 5, it is given that find the measure of an angle which is 36 degree more than its complement. So first of all, we have to consider the angle. Write down, let the angle be x degree. Now when measurement of an angle is x degree, what will be the complement of that angle? Therefore, its complement is 90 degree minus x degree. Okay. Now what is given? The measure of an angle. Find the measure of an angle which is means, that means this angle is 60 degree more than its complement. 60 degree more than its complement. So write down, therefore by the problem, the angle is 36 degree more than its complement. The angle is means x 36 degree more. That means this one plus 36 degree. 90 minus x plus 36. Is it okay? Read it again. The measure of an angle, find the measure of an angle which is 36 degree more than its complement. We have considered the angle x, its complement is 90 minus x. So by the problem, this angle is 36 degree more, means plus 30 with what? Its complement. So this is your equation. From that equation you have to find out the value of x. That implies x equal to 90 minus x plus 36. That implies this minus x, we have to take it to the left hand side, so it will become 2x. 90 plus 36 gives you 126. That implies x equal to 126 by 2, that is 63. So write down, therefore the angle is 63 degree. Okay, we have considered the angle to be x degree. What is given? Find the measure of an angle which is 30 degree less than its supplement. So its supplement is 180 minus x. By the problem, this angle x is 30 degree less, so that's why minus 30. From what? From its supplements, that is 180 minus x. Then calculate, you will get the value of x. So that implies x equal to 180 minus x minus 30. That implies 2x. This minus x, when it changes the side, it will become plus x with this x. So 2x equal to 180 minus 30, that is 150. That implies x equal to 150 by 2, that is 75. Okay, so write down, therefore the angle is 75 degree. What is given in question number 9? Find the angle whose supplement is 4 times its complement. Okay, so let the angle be x degree. Keep the first line as it is. Question number 9. Let the angle be x degree. Therefore, its supplement is 180 minus x degree, and its complement is 90 minus x degree. Okay. Now read the given question again. Question number 9. Find the angle whose supplement means this one, is 4 times its complement, that is 4 into this one. Okay, so what will be the equation? Therefore, by the problem, the supplement of the angle is 180 minus x, that is 4 times means 4 into its complement, that is 90 minus x. Okay, calculate, you will get the value of x. That implies 180, angle is x degree, supplement this one, complement this one. By the problem, the supplement is 4 times the complement, so 4 into 90 degree. Calculate, 180 minus x, 4 into 90, 360, minus into 4. So we are taking all the variables to the left hand side and all the constant numbers to the right hand side. So minus 4x, when it changes the side, it will become plus 4x. Here we have another minus x. This 360 minus this 180. That implies 3x equal to 360 minus 180 gives you 180. That implies x equal to 180 by 3, that is 60. So x is the angle. Write down the answer line. Therefore, the angle is 60 degree. Question number 10 is exactly similar. Find the angle whose complement is 1/3 of its supplement. So find out the angle x, supplement this one, complement this one. And what is given? The complement is 1/3 of its supplement. That means I am just writing down the equation. You will get the first 3 lines are same. Then for question number 10, by the problem, the equation will be the complement is that is 90 minus x is 1/3 of its supplement, that is 1/3 into supplement means 180 minus x. Okay, calculate it, solve it, you will get the value of x. This is for question number 10. Okay. Our next question is, two complementary angles are in the ratio 4:5. Find the angles. Very easy. Ratio is given 4:5. So what will be the angles? The ratio is given 4:5. Therefore the angles will be 4x degree and 5x degree. Question number 11. Let the angles be 4x degree and 5x degree. Okay. Why? Since the ratio of the angles is 4:5. That's why. Now what is given? These two angles are complementary angles. These two angles are complementary angles. Therefore, their sum must be 90 degree. As you all know, the sum of complementary angles is 90 degree. So, write down. Therefore, by the problem, sum of these two angles, that is 4x plus 5x, it will be 90. That implies 9x equal to 90. That implies x equal to 90 by 9, that is 10. Therefore, what is the question? Find the angles. Therefore, the angles are x is 10. So 4x means 4 into 10, 40. 5x means 5 into 10, 50. So angles are 40 degree and 50 degree.